it must have been 15 miles. It had to have been.
Oh,
Doing a HAHO at 25K? It had to have been,
oh,
depending on the wind, of course, depending on the winds.
yeah.
But you got to imagine that you're getting out, you're under MVGs, you know, the nice white phosphorus ones, and you see your island and you're going like, oh, that's a long way.
It's really
And
far
you're
away,
probably
guys.
looking at your ATAC going, oh, oh God. Like,
And how many sharks are in the water? A lot. And it's cold.
and it's not like you're jumping out over land where there's city. And there's boats, some boats down there, some, tankers or something like that have got
Some
some lights
oil
on.
rigs
But
and stuff.
other than that, it's pitch black. It's the ocean. And so I didn't hear about any issues or anything like that, but I'm with you, dude. I would fly, I would I would run with the wind because that's how it's designed when you do your wind calculations as a jump master, is when you jump out, you're supposed to go with the wind, and then at the final, doing your final traffic pattern, you go into the wind. But dude, I'd be riding in that wind and I'd make sure, I don't care if I left the stack or not. Like, I am getting over land and then I'll spiral down. Like,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Like the number one goal is to get over that island, especially in that type of water. And if you're not like set up for like, there's no boats in the water there to
No.
grab you probably. Like for a HAHO, like you're so far off, it's like, bro, get over land and we will spiral in.
Yeah, and by regulation they have to have a safety boat. But when you think about, and again, I'm making it up.
It's
I
a
don't know.
whole lot of water, bro.
A lot of water, right? And it's at night. It's not a daytime jump, and they're just, they're probably under MVGs looking, going like, all right, I see strobes. I hope I count. I hope everybody turned their strobes on because they're supposed to be 10, and I only count 9. Like, I mean, it's just, jeez, dude.
That is the type of stuff though. When every once in a while you just find yourself in a situation where you're like, okay, this is terrifying, but like we're just gonna do it, and all your teammates are like, hey, we're just gonna do it. Like, all right, there's a lot of negative variables here, but let's just make it happen, guys.
Well, you're not gonna turn around and go, nah, dude, I'm not doing that. You're going like, this is gonna be epic. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a fun jump, and it's kind of fun to have the risk there as well. Like, the stakes are a lot higher. But
yeah. Well, and it's not like we're like a SEAL team out of San Diego, right? We don't work in that water environment all the time. If there's the 2-2 boys, maybe they do more stuff like that. But we didn't do a ton of stuff like that. And obviously, coming from the Florida guys, it's like I'm used to a certain temperature of water. It's very pleasant.
I don't have to wear a wetsuit.
Yeah, don't put me in that California cold current.
Man, yeah, it's it's a lot different than doing daytime operations, that's for sure. Which is why we train to the water stuff, which is why the SEALs train to the water stuff. And that was the kind of funny part, is when I think it was Admiral Howard, who was the SOC Cent commander at the time, was wanting to get, because the SEALs had done so much stuff in Iraq and Afghanistan and all this land-based stuff, that they had really, their water skills had atrophied quite a bit.
Yeah.
Not my opinion. That was the opinion of Admiral Howard or whoever it was. But, you're letting the skills that make you who you are and what America needs you to do, you're letting atrophy, and that's going to be an issue, especially if something comes up. So
They're the Navy.
Yeah. And obviously from some of the torpedo videos we've seen, or the torpedo video we've seen, and some of the other stuff, like, our Navy's pretty badass. So embrace that shit.
Yeah, don't tell them we said it. But yeah, they can do some pretty awesome things. They got some pretty cool secrets, things all over the ocean that we don't know about. I would enjoy the Navy. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't join the
Wasn't my
Navy.
jam. Wasn't my jam.